Oh, yeah, we're recording. We're recording. Oh, hey! Alright, it's YouTube, and it's a YouTube video. That's where it's going. I do apologise about the quality and the sound. But I'm going to pick my daughter up. Daughters, should I say. So I thought I'd explain to you how 80-20 has changed my life. The 80-20 lifestyle plan. So where should we start? Start at the beginning, Dan. So what was your problem, Dan? What was up with you? Well, one, I just couldn't consistently lose weight. I'd go on different diet plans, lose lots of weight for about 3 weeks to 2 months, and then gain it back a lot, and then put a bit more on top. So I expect you can all relate to that, most of you can. If you're my size, you can understand. Dan, I've fucking done it, mate. I've been on this, I won't name the company, but I lost this and then I put that back on and a little bit more. I think we've all done that. So these boxes we can just tick as we go. I've never done any exercise with any fad diet that I've done. I've never, got out and got steps in or done weight training and joined a gym or anything like that. I've just cut back on the food. Gone low calorie diets, low carb diets. It's always low carb, always give me great results. I always lost loads of weight with low carb, but again, it's not sustainable. So for the last 21 weeks, I've been doing 80-20 lifestyle plan, which has got me to get me steps in. I'm on 8,000 steps a day. So when I started, I had zero. My mobility was about 200 to 300 steps a day, which basically meant I got up, went to the toilet, come downstairs, got in the car, done the school run, come home. I sat at a computer all day. I worked from home, and then got back in the car, went out and picked the kids up from school. If I had to go shopping, I'd have to hold on to a trolley, which was very fucking rare. I just detested ever going anywhere to do anything like that. And that's why I've got no clothes, because I wouldn't go and get any clothes from anywhere. Wouldn't do anything like that. So if it was hospital or doctors, I had crutches, walking sticks, if whatever way you want to look at it. But I needed them, and I couldn't do it. I think the last big thing that I've done, which really done me in, was I went with my father-in-law to get an MOT, and I was had to get out of the car, and there was no seats in the waiting room. For like 25 minutes I was on my crutches, leaning against the wall. The pain was unbearable. I was suffering. I just couldn't wait to get a seat in the waiting room. And then when I finally did, it was like, oh, what a relief. And it was like, the whole time I was just sitting there thinking, fucking hell, like why are you doing this to yourself? Why the fuck can't you sort yourself out? Come on, do something. And every time I've gone to do stuff, every time I've tried to fix this, it's just been having the wrong information that's good for people like myself. Now I'm doing a calorie deficit, understanding about calorie deficit, understanding about nutrition. I still don't know everything about nutrition, but I'm understanding what, like, my protein, my carbohydrates, and understanding that calorie is just a calorie. It's just a unit of energy. Something's, if you had like 100 grams of steak, which could be about that big, compared to 100 grams of broccoli, which would be twice the size of my head. It's understanding these bits and pieces. I've got, like, with fad diets, it demonised a lot of food. So takeaways or having a drink, and I would feel really bad about it. Really, and just lose it. Think, well, what's the fucking point? I can't keep to it. Can't stick to it. Can't go out for a beer. Like, what's the point in living? Because food become my everything. It's just become everything the only thing that made me happy. We're going through some bits and pieces and having traumatic times. Nothing compared to what other people's gone through, but just enough for me to feel self-loathing. Didn't want to be here no more. Didn't want to take my own life. Didn't want to do that. But just slowly ate myself to death. That was where I was going. So that's what's changed the most. So getting my mobility back and being able to do like 8,000 steps a day. Today I went to a crematorium, laid some flowers down for Carla's nan. So that would have been another time where I would have sat in the car. I would not have gone out and walked around the crematorium, walked around, there's a lake and like a pond rather, in the gardens. I don't join in on that type of thing. I missed a few funerals, missed the school friends. Like, he doesn't know this, but the reason why I didn't go to his dad's funeral is because I couldn't walk. I didn't want to face these people. Like, how sad's that? And they've got great memories of his dad as a kid. You know, he looked after me, and you know, I worked for him. And so I want to get upset now thinking about it. But yeah, so things like that, emotional attachment to the things that I haven't. Fuck me, I can't believe how much that's affected me. It's just popped into my head. Fucking hell. And we had some laughs, we had some great times. I won't cut this out, I'll just leave it in. Fuck it. But yeah, things like that. So I couldn't do that because of my size. Couldn't pay respect because of my size. I didn't want to see people. I was embarrassed to see people if they see me. So yeah, so now, like I say, I'm doing my steps. I'm getting my steps in 8,000 a day comfortably. It's my benchmark. I was like doing up to between 300 and 500 steps a day, but now it's unaided. Now I will go anywhere. I don't feel like I had a fear of falling over. I didn't want to fall over in public because I couldn't physically get myself up off the floor without using a chair, or you know, I'd need something to climb up to. And the people that, you know, if I'm on the floor and ask people to help me get up, they can't lift me. That was stressful. So I've had an education over these last 21 weeks, and I'm loving it. And it's boosted my, well, I won't say ego. I don't think I've got a very big ego, but my self-esteem and the feeling of achieving, like setting my goals. Like, I've got weekly and daily goals to, you know, get up and get things done, and I'm doing it. I'm achieving it, and it makes me feel proud of like who I am, and I feel like I am someone now. I've always been someone. I'm always fucking funny. Right? I'm always having a laugh, but I do feel like I am something now. I mean something. I can make this change. I can really fucking do this now. And it's the most empowering thing I've ever done. Now, even in what I'm taking on, well, not taking, like, applying for jobs that I wouldn't have the bollocks to go and do. The things like where my own self-esteem would let me down. Like, you're not good enough for that. And I know that I am good enough for that. And I can go for this job and try to get these. There's 2 jobs I'm applying for now. I want to fucking change. I want to get this done. I just want you to realise that it's an education. Being on the 80-20 lifestyle plan is an education. You're paying for a course. You're investing in yourself. And let's face it, it's just over 100 quid. It's 100 quid. It's 4 weeks, 4 months rather. 4 months of videos, of support, and it will fucking change your life. It will change everything you've ever looked at and understood. And like, you're like, I'm not going to a gym. I was that person. I ain't going to a fucking gym. I ain't doing that. I've got a gym in my back garden, and it's not got everything, right? So it's not a state-of-the-art gym, but it's got what I need. It's got the bits and pieces that I need to do what I want to do. So I'm training for strongman. And there's no excuses. There's no way I can fail, because it's not like, oh, I can't afford to go to the gym. Gym's in the back garden then. No excuse. I understand about my food, getting my food in, cooking better, still having takeaway, still having a drink, and enjoying that. You know, I had a drink yesterday. It was fucking nice. 4 cans of Stella, a little bit of that amaretto, almond thing, whatever that is. And just feeling fucking better about myself. And I'm enjoying things, instead of having a depressive day, going through the day where you're fucking pissed off and hate yourself and, oh, I thought I'd go to that, oh, no, I ain't going over this. Oh. These things that don't happen no more. So if you want to have a little look, I'm going to put a links to the plan down below. You can look at this like an advert if you want. But if you can't afford it, I'll suggest you look at Calorie Deficit. I'll suggest you look at getting your steps in. Do 10,000 steps a day, build up to that. And I'll suggest you have a little evaluation of your life. What's important to you? What do you want? The sky's the fucking limit. Go for it, people. Fucking go for it. Stay happy.